What does it really mean to be young? What does it mean to grow old? What does that mean? You know? And how can we stay young forever? Is there a secret to youth? Is there a secret to keeping that energy alive? What is the secret? What is the secret? What do you believe the secret is to staying young? Comment below, let us know. What is the secret to staying young in your life? You know? And what do you see when you think about what it is to be youthful, to be vibrant, to be with vigor, right? I remember going to a grocery store and seeing this lady at the cashier register. And this lady who was beep, 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 just scanning the items, right? I remember looking at this lady and her telling me, you know, and she might have been in her 60s or 70s. She was like, just counting the days, man, just counting the days. And I remember her looking at me and saying, you know, don't end up here. Don't find yourself in this situation, you know. Do something else with your life. Do something different, you know. Keep that energy. And I remember at that same grocery store, I used to walk the aisles, and there was one day that I walked the aisles and I seen this other lady, and they might have been the same age, and this other lady was stocking. She was putting things on the aisle, and I almost didn't even know she worked there. She was so excited. She had so much energy. She was so happy. She was almost singing a song, like whistling a tune, right? She was smiling. And I looked at her arms and I was like, oh my gosh, like you have veins like me. You know, I was boxing at the time. I was in the gym heavy. And this lady had like, you know, her vascular, she was very vascular. Her vascularity was impressive. I was like, wow, look at you. And she was like, oh, I do a lot of gardening, you know, young man, you know, she was like putting it off, brushing her shoulder, you know, just being modest. Like, oh, I just do a lot of work in my garden. I said, wow, you know, and she looked so young. Two different perspectives from two different people working in the same environment. So, what is youth to you? What does it mean? And we're going to get into it. You know, I believe at this juncture of my journey that youth is not a time of life. Youth is not an age. Youth is not a number. It is a state of mind. See, you can be youthful all the days of your life. You can stay young all the days of your life. And a lot of times, it is the most mature of us that are able to be childlike. It is the most mature that are able to keep the kid alive, to keep the one who has always been there, to kindle that fire within you, to kindle that joy within you, to have that peace of mind. Youth is not a time. It is a state of mind. And we can be youthful all the days of our life. You know, we understand that we can continue learning forever and ever and ever more. That there's never a point that you can get to where you will say, you know what? I've arrived. I am enlightened. I know all there is to know. Because we realize that the more we know, the more we learn, the more we know nothing. That there is so much more, that knowledge is infinite. So truly, anyone who stops learning, you can say that person is old. Anybody who says they know everything has ceased to learn anymore. What more knowledge can go into a vessel that feels as though they have attained all that they need to know? Whether you are 20 or 80 years old, anyone who keeps learning stays young. And the greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Not just your body, but your mind. You know? How do you see the world? How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as getting older? I tell myself I'm getting younger every year. Every birthday, I'm like, woo, another year younger. I love it. We're getting younger all the time. We're reversing our age. We're going backwards. We're doing a Benjamin Button out here. And laughter. Laughter is another thing that can definitely keep you young. You know, famous inventor, sculptor, painter, Michelangelo. They say when he was around 83 years old, nearing his deathbed, he said something, ancora imparu, which I might be mispronouncing it in Italian, but ancora imparu, which means in Italian, I am still learning. I am still learning. Even as he was approaching his end, about to transition, 83 years old, this man has done marvelous things in the world, in history. Sculptor, painter, inventor, all these things. And at 83, he's saying, I am still learning. What kind of a mind is that? What kind of youth is that? Can you maintain your vigor? Can you maintain your vibrance? Can you maintain your youth? Keep the child within you alive. They say some people are old at 18 and some are young at 90. Time is just a concept that we humans have created here. You know, in this realm, in this plane, time is not real. It's figurative. It's the things that we made to keep track, right? Like we say before, the cat's not looking at the calendar, right? They're not checking the clock. The dog's not looking at his watch. The deer's not worried about its schedule. Nature doesn't know tomorrow. It's constantly in the present. And so are we. And when you allow yourself to stay in the present, you allow yourself to stay in that vibration of youth, what does it mean to grow old? They say some people are dead at 25, but they're buried at 75. You know? They die well before their true death date, before they actually transition, before they actually move on. So don't be old at 18 and young, and some people are young at 90. Understand that youth is not a time, but it is a state of mind. My secret to staying young, Stephen Wright says, having no sense of time, letting go. You know, there's nowhere I need to be. There's nothing I need to do. Sometimes we can just let go. There's a time for inhalation and exhalation. But the secret is being able to embrace it all. The present moment. There is no tomorrow. That there is only today. Having no sense of time, but embracing what is. This right now breath. Try it with me right now. Embrace the right now breath. That is a secret to staying young all the days of your life. And lastly, to understand, like George Bernard Shaw says, we don't stop playing when we grow old. We grow old when we stop playing. Keep playing. Keep laughing. Keep dancing. You know? Keep enjoying this life. Follow your bliss. Follow your heart. Follow your passion. Realize your purpose. Your purpose is not to grow old. You can stay young forever. It is a choice. A choice that we can make every day. So thank you so much, my friend, for being here and receiving this message. This has just been a short message on youth. And if youth is a time or a state of mind, I trust that you received a nugget. Hey there, thank you for joining. Awesome, wonderful. Yeah, Jamie Cunningham says, or therapy, the right mindset and a pure heart. Most definitely. Yeah. I love that, Jamie. Thank you. Kiyoki, spinal strength and limberness. Wonderful. Yeah, I've heard that too. You know, you're only as young as your spine. It keeps me, stretching it out, opening up the heart center. Yeah, definitely. I've been doing a lot of back bends and inversions. That's keeping us young. Moving the body. The body loves to move. Haruka says, I don't think about my age. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes, don't think about it. Why would you need to? I feel like, this is something that we made to keep track. But think about it this way. If you didn't know your age, if you didn't know the number, right? How old would you be? Right? If you never had a certificate saying, this is when I was born, how old would you be? If you had no age. So realize you are eternal, my friend. You are young forever. Music of the soul. Hey, thank you, my friend. Yes. Listen to that wonderful music that you can hear every day. The music of your heart. Your heart is a drum. Your breath is a song. You are making music. Fine-tune your instrument, my friend. Andrew says, no desire, no expectation. Very true. Yeah, when we place expectations on things, when we have all these desires and all these things, it can rob us of energy, So stay youthful. Allow life to be a wonderful surprise. Every day can be something new. Every day is new. Hey, Tanya. Love the right now. Yes, Tanya says, wonderful. Yeah, that is the gift. Open the gift. That is the present. Already made me cry, he said. Hey, well, thank you for joining. Appreciate that. Let the tears flow. If they're flowing, let them flow. Let it go. Let it go, let it flow. Let it grow. And let it glow, my friend. You glowing. Steady tapping into the now, Andrew says, yes. Bliss up, my brother. Jem says, save this. Of course it'll be saved. But save this in your heart, my friend. Save this in your mind. Download this. If nothing else, understand that youth is not what people see when they look at your ID, right? They look at your ID and they look at you. They look at your ID and they look at you. They look at your ID and they look at you and they say, okay, you can come in, right? That's not what youth is. No. It's your mind. It's your heart. It's your love for life, for living. It's what you do. You can always be young. You never have to grow old. This is like Peter Pan and Neverland. We never have to grow old. It is a choice, whether we do or not. So I'm sure you've seen young people or people who have been in their earlier years that seem like they are, elders, right? Maybe they're, like someone said about the spine, they're hunched over, they're walking around like this, they're looking down, they're not looking up, right? They don't have their chin up. They don't have that lust for living. And then you've maybe seen people in their later years who are vibrant, who are enthusiastic, who have all this energy. Who's young? Who is old? That is the question. That is the question. Timeless. That's right, Tanya. Timeless. Remain timeless. You are timeless. So thank you so much for being my friend. This has been a message for you on how to stay young forever. I trust that you took a nugget with you. Drop something, drop a bit of wisdom if you grabbed it. If you're watching this on the replay, we'd love to hear from you. And tag someone in this video who needs to see this, be it a friend or a family member. Definitely hit the bell notification. Ding the bell if you'd like to be notified whenever we do these live sessions. And check out the Open Palm podcast. That is the podcast in the bio there for your listening pleasure and your daily inspiration, my friend, just for you. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy this breath. Enjoy this life. Enjoy your youth. You are getting younger every year, every day, and every moment. We'll catch you again very soon.